I also knew. But here's what I want to give to you and could change your life. He said, do you realize that the consonants used in the sacred name Yahweh are the only Hebrew consonants that, if pronounced correctly, do not allow you to close your lips or to use your tongue? And in fact, if correctly pronounced, they perfectly replicate the sound of inhalation and exhalation. He did it about 35 times in that crowd. And in this gathering of PhDs, I started hearing weeping. They got it. What we've hidden from the masses, that God is as available as the breath. The one thing you've done, and that you do even while you're sleeping. That God is as accessible as the air. That God is as given as the air is given. And there's no obstacle courses we can create by which we become worthy of the air. It's the very nature of the breath. Now I see when the risen Christ returned in John's Gospel, He breathes on them. And why we gave as a metaphor for the Holy Spirit the great Rohr, the great breath, the great Spirit, the great givenness, the great accessibility of God. Do you know, brothers and sisters, without knowing it, the very first word you ever pronounced when you came out of your mother's womb was the name of God? That the mother's listening for to hear that first little breath that your baby takes in. It is just spoken, as it were, inhaled and exhaled the name of God. Oh my gosh, this is so good. And that the last thing you'll do in the moment will come. You've perhaps been there at the deathbed of a person. It's a very special kind of breath. They pull it in real quickly. The last word you will pronounce is the name of God. I think our contemplative work is merely, as maybe simplistic as it might sound to some of you, is to merely communicate the truth of that mystery to the world. And it's almost so simple, it's hard to teach. I mean, what people want to say is, it can't be that simple. It can't be that true. It can't be that beautiful. It can't be that good. But it is. And you now know it. Thank you.